Okay, let me give you a brief demo on SHTAR. SHTAR is an accounting application plugin that allows to pay your invoice directly from the accounting software without logging into your bank for making the payment or reconciling the payment. So let's start with QuickBooks. Let's open up QuickBooks. Go into QuickBooks, pay bills. You can pay multiple bills at once. And these three bills are we're going to pay from Chase account. As you can see, pay more bills. These two bills will pay from a different bank account. Chase 2. Pay selected bills. So generally speaking, you would have to either log into two bank accounts to make an ACH payment, or you have to print out the checks and do that. With SHTAR plugin, you open up the SHTAR plugin, you bring in all the payments that are pending to be printed, select all the payments here, and the bookkeeper is just putting in her password for security purposes. And all transactions are being sent to SHTAR. Successfully to SHTAR, and it all get assigned a check number in QuickBooks. Now, when the owner logs into SHTAR, you can sign the transactions. You can see ledger, send. You can see there are 4 transactions pending signature. There's also notifications that can be set, and there's also other reviewing options that you can have a CFO to review a transaction before the signer gets it, like an account manager, etc. And anybody involved in the transaction can ask questions on the transaction. And the same thing, notes can be added that for the recipient that the recipient will see when he sends it. You can also add attachments like invoices, etc. When there are a couple of options, I can just sign the transaction. First of all, you can see here all the remittance data. You can also see a lot of related transactions, other transactions that are done. And there are a lot of other cool details that can be added. There's an option of sign and send later. There is an option of add exception, which means tomorrow you will be able to send to this vendor without an approval or a signature required. Once the check is signed, once I hit sign, the check is being sent to the recipient. The recipient gets an email that looks pretty much like this. You can see the details of the transaction. This is not a check. They can see the attachments of the transaction if there is shared with them and the notes. When they hit deposit, they get to the SHTAR deposit funds page where they can see the email address, the account name, account number, routing number, and deposit the funds. And the funds get deposited directly into their account. That pretty much sums up what SHTAR does. Oh, actually, there's one more thing, which is, let's go in here. When you come back into your QuickBooks, you can see once a transaction is being deposited, it automatically gets reconciled into your accounting application. And we're working now even further that if you will get a payment from somebody who is also on SHTAR, when you have SHTAR, we'll reconcile the invoice data related to the transaction and deposit the funds into your bank account. and deposit the funds into your QuickBooks. So your bank balance and your book balance will always be in sync. If you would like to hear more about SHTAR, feel free to reach out through going to shtar.com, contact us. Thanks for your time.